Good afternoon, my dear students. So our topic for today is the power law. So the power dissipated by R sub 1 in form of heat is equal to the current through the resistance. So that will be I sub 1, that is the current through R sub 1, multiplied to the voltage across that resistance. So what is the voltage across R sub 1 is equal to V sub 1. So P here, which is the power, is equal to the current through R sub 1, so that is I sub 1, times V sub 1, which is the voltage across R sub 1. So make no mistake, the power, or we'll call this P sub 1. The power dissipated by R sub 1, which is P sub 1, is equal to the current through R sub 1 times the voltage across R sub 1. O, yung voltahe lang across R sub 1. So, here, wala naman tayong V sub 1 dyan. But we can compute for V sub 1. Okay? Now, the power law can also take the form of another. It could take another form because the voltage across R sub 1, yung voltage na yan, is equal to I1 times R sub 1. So, if you are going to substitute I sub 1 times R sub 1 here, that will now become this one will now become I sub 1 squared times R. Diba? So, ito yung unang form in terms of current and voltage. Pwede rin siyang maging ganyan. In another form, P sub 1 is also equal to I squared times R. Meron pang isa. Since I sub 1 here, I sub 1 here is equal to V sub 1 over R. Diba? Out dito Ohm's law. So, times V sub 1. So, P sub 1 here is also equal to V sub 1 squared over R sub 1. So, tatlo yung pwede mong gamitin yan. Ha? So, P sub 1 is equal to I sub 1 times V sub 1. P sub 1 is equal to I sub 1 squared times R. P sub 1 is equal to V sub 1 squared divided by R sub 1. So, you use any of these equations, any one of them. But of course, you are going to use which is more convenient for you. So, no, kita mo dito yung amin. Yeah. So, yung given lang is yung resistance. Yeah. Hindi naman given yung voltage dito. So, you cannot solve for P sub 1. Okay? So, but we can compute for I total. What is the I total here? So, in order to solve for I total, masapol nga among the resistance from this point to this point. Kasi alam among the voltage from this point to this point. So, you can solve for the total current if you know the resistance from this point to this point. So, you will see that the resistance from this point to this point is the series combination of R sub 1 and R sub 2. So, R sub total is equal to R sub 1 plus R sub 2, which is equal to 101 ohms plus 119. So that is equal to 0, 100, 230 ohms. Yan. So, pag alam mo na yung total resistance dito, alam mo yung voltage, you can now solve for the current flowing to. So, I total here is equal to, you call this V total. V total is 200. So, V total is equal to 200. That is equal to V total over R total. So, V total is equal to 200 divided by 230. So, that will now be equal to 200 divided by 230. 0.8695 o 0.87 na lang amperes, or that is 870 milliamperes. Now, in a series circuit, the current is the same throughout, diba? So, yung I sub 1 mo, it is equal to I sub t. Yung I sub 2 mo rito, the current flowing through R sub 2 is also equal to I sub t, which is also equal to I sub 1. So, we can now solve for the power dissipated by B sub 1, by R sub 1, which is equal to I sub 1 times I squared ng I sub 1. Okay? We're going to use this formula here. So that is equal to the same as I sub t, 0.87 squared times 111 ohms. 111 ohms. So that is equal to 0.87 squared times 111. So this is equal to 84 watts. Okay. Medyo mataas. Okay. Yan. Now that is P sub 1. Now P sub 2 is equal to the same I sub 2 squared times R sub 2. This is R sub 1. So that is equal to 0.87. Parehas lang ang current pag series, di ba? Squared times 119. That is now equal to 0.87 squared times 119. That is equal to 90 watts. So the total power now, pag-plusin mo lang yung total, yung power ng dalawa. This is the total power, the total heat dissipated. Yan. So that is equal to P1 plus P2. That is equal now to 84 plus 90. That is equal to 174 watts. Now, how would you know if your answer is correct? Okay. So, the total power dissipated by these two resistances must be equal to the power supplied by the voltage source. That is because, according to the conservation of energy, energy is neither created nor destroyed. It is only converted from one form to another. So, yung power dito is due to chemical energy. Yung power dito is due to heat. Parang na-convert lang. So, let us now solve for the power that was given off or consumed, no, it was given out, okay, or contributed by the voltage source. So the power of the voltage source is equal to the total current times the voltage, okay, total voltage. So that is now equal to, total current is the same as I sub 1, I sub t, parehas lang yan because that it's a series circuit. Ano ba yung current natin dito kanina? 0.87, di ba? 0.87 times 200. Complete natin yan. 0.87 times 200, that is equal to 174 watts. So kapag nagkaparehas yan, ibig sabihin, tama yung sagot mo. Thank you.